Mr. Worthington here again, ready to introduce today, Thursday, the 28th of January's home learning. Your English for today, Year 5, is to continue the work that you started yesterday. So yesterday you should have read the myth about Epithemus and his beautiful wife Pandora, and how on their wedding day they received a gift, a box from the Greek god Zeus. But with the box came a warning, a simple warning: do not open. And then we challenge you to plan the rest of the myth. What happens? Do Epithemus and Pandora open the box? And if so, what becomes of it? Does something come out of the box? Do they get dragged into the box? Does it have a map, perhaps, revealing the whereabouts of Epithemus's captured and imprisoned brother Prometheus? Whatever you've planned, we want you to use that today in order to write your myth. We really look forward to reading them Year 5. Can't wait to find out what happens in your story. In maths today, we'll be looking at prime factors. So yesterday, Year 5, you looked at prime numbers. These are numbers that only have two factors. Remember, a factor is a number that will divide exactly into another number. So for example, the factors of 18, any numbers that divide into it, 18 is an even number, Year 5. So all even numbers will divide by, you're absolutely right, they'll always divide by 2. And if I count up in my 2's, how many 2's go into 18, then you're right, Year 5, that it's 9. Only one of these numbers though, Year 5, is a prime factor. Remember, a prime factor is a number that only has two factors, 1 and itself. So, which of our numbers is a prime factor? You're right again, it's 2. 2 only has two factors, 1 and itself. 9 though, as well as dividing by 1 and 9, will also divide by another number. That's right, 3. 3 times 3 equals 9. We call this, Year 5, a factor tree, and it's a way of breaking down our starting number, in this case 18, in order to work out the numbers that go into it, that it will divide by. And you can do this until you end up with just the prime factors. And we can write any number, Year 5, as a product of its prime factors. So for example, 18 equals 2 times 3 times 3. 2 times 3, Year 5? Yeah, that's right, it's 6 times 3 again, and you've got 18. And I know what some of you are shouting out the screen right now, but wait a minute, Mr. Worthington. 2 and 9 are not the only ways that you can divide 18 by. You can also divide it by 3. How many 3's will go into 18? Count up in your 3's. That's right, Year 5, it's 6. And again, only 3 is a prime number. We can divide 6 by other factors other than 6, and it's 6 and 1. So 6 is an even number, it will divide by 2. How many 2's go into 6? 3. We end up with the same prime factors, Year 5, just in a different order. We have 3 times 2 times 3. And thanks to the commutative law, that means it doesn't matter which way around you complete the calculation for multiplication and addition, we end up with the same answer. So we've posted some factor trees onto our School Spider for you to have a look at. with some examples already completed to help you with this. But what we want you to do, Year 5, is find the prime factors for each of the numbers using your factor trees, and can you express those prime numbers using their prime factors as the product of their prime factors. So in other words, Year 5, if we multiply the prime factors together, we get our starting number. There's some examples online and a PowerPoint to explain how to do it. This afternoon, your art is to learn about the Parthenon. So remember, the Parthenon sits atop of the hill Acropolis in Athens, Greece. And we want to know, it's an ancient temple, Year 5. We want to know, what was the Parthenon built for? What was it used for? Who built it? And what were the artistic features that it contains? There'll be a PowerPoint with some information and some questions for you to answer about it. And then we'd like you to have a go at sketching the Parthenon. Don't forget to include any architectural details, such as the types of columns, the pillars that are on the outside of the Parthenon, and any other distinguishing features about the building. Because next week, you're going to be using your sketches in order to make a model of the Parthenon. We look forward to seeing your sketches and reading about what you've learned about it. That's all for me, Year 5. I'll post another one of these